Hey everyone, this is Hollander Cooper with GamesRadar.com, here with
Job Stauffer from Telltale Games.
And
Richard Iggo from Telltale Games.
And we're checking out the Walking Dead game, which is launching later this April, date to be decided. So what exactly are we seeing in this demo?
So we are going to show off some of the earlier sections of Episode 1. It's going to be a little bit more cinematic, and this is actually going to give you a taste of some of the tension and the action and how we're going to handle the fright of dealing with these zombies in this apocalyptic world. It's a little bit before we get into the sections where more classic adventure puzzle arcs come into play, and that's definitely here in this game from Telltale. A lot of people have been wondering.
So it's not going to be like the Jurassic Park where it's pretty much all
No.
QTEs.
We aren't going to see it here today, but there are definitely very big puzzle arcs that you're going to have to encounter and items you're going to have to use to get yourself out of certain situations. Here we're just easing you into sort of how the game looks and who this character is and the situation he's finding himself in the zombie apocalypse.
But we are going to see zombies get beat up.
Yes.
Okay, good.
You will. Spoiler alert, you will see zombies.
All right, let's get into that. All right, so we're jumping in a few minutes after the game starts off. Our character's just been in a quick car crash, nice friendly car crash, hitting a walker.
Horrific.
Yes, and he's waking up, and this game actually takes place sort of at the beginning of the inner apocalypse, isn't that what we called it earlier?
Yeah, so at this stage, if you're looking at the story in the comic books, Rick's still in a coma right now.
Yes, and the dead have just begun walking?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
So right now we're waking up in the back of a police cruiser. The character that you play, Lee Everett, was actually on his way to prison at the time that everything started.
A familiar prison?
A familiar yes, you
prison.
may be familiar with it if you have read the comic books.
Fan service.
Little bit.
Better stop at the farm along the way.
Maybe we will.
We'll get there.
So you can see straight away that, from a visual standpoint, it's got a very strong look to it, which is really an homage to the artwork that you see in the comic books. So, Charlie Adler's artwork in the comic books. You can see a little bit more of it when we get outside the car, but we'll see that in a second.
Cop didn't make it very far.
Hey, officer!
He looks very
Are you
well.
all right? I'm still cuffed back here.
So right now I'm using the right stick to take a look around the car, try and find out how to get out of here. Oh, a window. Maybe that way.
Harder.
I love it when you say that.
There you go.
I need to drag myself out that window.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, that looked like it hurt.
Yeah, he's actually injured his leg in the crash, and that kind of comes into play in the next few minutes. So again, you can see that as we move around the car, you can see, especially on the car door there, it's got that, those thick black outlines and kind of cross-hatching and stuff like that. And again, it's all designed to look like, I guess you could say, the comic book brought to life.
Sure.
So let's take a look around. There's the cop.
Very atmospheric, bloodier than most Telltale games.
There's certainly a little bit more blood than you've seen in our previous titles.
I mean, Sam and Max had a good amount of it, but...
Back to the Future, of course, yeah. I mean, that was just gory.
Especially the last episode.
Yeah.
Marty's futuristic killing spree just...
Yeah, it's funny.
It felt right within canon, though.
I didn't expect Doc to disembowel him like that. That was pretty weird.
I mean, you had to. Once you got the cyborg implant, there was no turning back.
That's very, very true. Okay, let's take a look.
So this officer was our driver in the previous scene that you didn't get to see, and we see him laying on the ground.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah. He wasn't ejected from the car, although he is pretty far from where the car had landed.
Uh-oh, what did Butterfingers?
But doesn't he... don't put your hands near the zombie's mouth.
How do you know he's a zombie?
That's fair.
That's an assumption.
Yeah. You know what they say about assumptions? They get people eaten. I like how he jumped down and grabbed it like he sort of knew. He's like, this guy might be a zombie. Maybe this character just always assumes people might be zombies.
He's just a very, he's a steady guy.
It makes sense.
Sweet, I'm free of the cuffs. Uh-oh.
Officer.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit!
That's the appropriate response.
I'm going to try and back away from him because he doesn't look so friendly.
Get away from me!
Hurry.
Uh-oh.
Throw the bullet at him.
Oh, Jesus.
I was thinking throw the bullet at him, too.
Just throw the bullet in.
I was like, I'm like, is he gonna do some kind of cool thing where he throws a bullet?
Throw the gun at him.
Oh god.
Don't make me do this!
Don't make me do it. Oh god. I missed.
How did you miss?
No, no. Get the fuck away!
Uh-oh. Oh god. Oh.
And that's where the Walking Dead game ends.
Yeah, that's it. I'm afraid that's all we got time for, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. We're very pleased that to show you this game.
You can check out our review on GamesRadar.com. Should be coming a little later this month.
I meant to do that. It's fine. It's fine. Don't panic, everybody. It's fine.
Officer.
That's actually the first time I've ever seen anybody.
Likewise.
It's fun when games have like really easy. I think Dead Space 2 has like a time where it's like you have to hit the guy. He's right in front of you. In my playthrough, I was panicking so much that I missed, and I'm like, I don't even know if the game knows how to handle me missing this enemy.
Well, that's what a lot of fans have been curious to know how Telltale is going to handle, is that sense of tension and danger in an adventure game, you know, surrounding zombies. And clearly, Richard, come on, buddy.
This time, aim for the zombie.
I've never used the controller
Shoot him
before.
in the head.
It's not my fault. Wait, let's see. Oh, here we go. Where is he? Oh god. Oh god, zombie.
There you go.
He'll be fine. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. He's just a scratch.
Well, he killed a cop. Now it doesn't matter if he's innocent from his other crime. He murdered a policeman.
Yeah, he doesn't look too good.
Imagine going to court and being like, officer, or judge, he was trying to bite me. It's like, no, he wasn't. That's not a thing cops do.
Look up on the hill. There's a mysterious figure.
Call out to her.
I am going to do.
Help! Go get someone! There's been a shooting!
Well, thanks for your help there. That was great.
There's been a shooting. I may have been the person who shot it.
Uh-oh. What's that noise?
Did he trip over the cop he shot?
Yeah.
You gotta watch to not trip over your victims.
He's a careless cop killer.
Obvious that somebody skipped their zombie apocalypse classes in college. Or else he'd be slightly more prepared. I love the ambient sound effects.
Yeah.
Birds are like, we're still tweeting. You don't gotta worry about us.
Until we're zombie birds.
Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a sequel.
Is there still time in the final episodes?
Zombie Finch. So, one of the rules of The Walking Dead there, I guess you could say, you know, sound obviously is something that attracts the walkers. So, luckily Lee was saved by somebody popping a few caps, as you locals say. Isn't that right, Joe?
Yes.
We do say that. We refer to ammunition as caps,
Hello?
and popping as shooting.
Anybody?
So you can see Atlanta there in the background a little bit. And the nice thing is with this game, you know, so coming out of Jurassic Park, where cameras are pretty much fixed in terms of the environment and stuff. Here in this game, you have the ability to do full exploration of the environment, so you can walk pretty much wherever you want to. But for the sake of brevity, I'm gonna head up and check out this house right here.
What's in the house?
What's in the box?
Hello? Anybody home? I need a little help.
I actually really like this transition that our artist created here visually from like the brightness of the outside into the interior of the house. It's the mood that they've created there, I think, is awesome.
Into the unknown.
Exactly.
Ah! Hello? I'm not an intruder.
Well, technically.
One of
I mean, if we want to get into definitions.
them. I need more.
You're right, it's not his house.
And he is intruding.
So let's have a little bit of a look around.
Cut the cop killer and murderer a break, okay?
That's really dark on that screen. Hopefully the viewers at home can see it.
Oh, they'll see all.
Excellent. So let's see what we got in here.
Three new messages. Message 1, left head.
So not only does he go into their house, he's like,
Hey, Sandra.
let me
This
check
is
out what's on the
Diana.
answer phone.
We're still in Savannah. Ed had a little incident with some crazy guy near the hotel, so we had to get him back to the ER.
I'm reminded of like RPGs
Anyway,
where it's like you just go into somebody's
he's not
house and start
feeling
looking
well
through their
enough to drive
stuff and
back
stealing their
tonight,
money,
so
and he's
we're
essentially doing the
gonna
same
start
thing.
today.
He just walks in, he's like, oh, you have voicemails.
Why is Lee smashing pots?
Yeah.
Spring break.
Da-na-na-na. Holding like a crowbar above his head.
so this is actually, the voicemail messages, as we
Yeah.
yammer over them,
I don't know if
Well, you
tried
wanna
to
listen,
reach
actually.
us.
Yeah, they're pretty
All
good.
the calls are getting dropped. They're not letting us leave and aren't telling us anything about Atlanta.
part
Please,
gets me.
please, just leave the city and take Clementine with you back to Marietta. I've got to get back to the hospital. Please let me know that you're safe.
Message 3, left head, 6:51 a.m.
Clementine, baby. If you can hear this, call the police. That's 911. We love you. We love you. We love you.
that really got to me, that thing. So that the lady that did the reading for that, they tried a whole bunch of people to be Clementine's mom for that message. And nobody was pulling it off, and that lady just came in and just got it on the first read, and I think she
Wow.
did a great job.
Yeah.
Sadly, I can't remember your name, lady.
But you just did swell.
But you are a hero
You made us cry.
to all of us. Oh, see, now we're doing exactly what you said. Look at that, we're looking through people's drawers.
Well, now you know they're not home.
Well, that's true.
I mean, if there's no chance of getting caught, it's not a crime. Right, guys?
Do you have some
Crickets.
experience in this?
No. Find any rupees?
Hello?
You need to be quiet.
Who is this?
I'm Clementine. This is my house.
Hi, Clementine. I'm Lee.
You're not my daddy.
No, I'm not.
So one of the things we should mention is that progress bar down at the bottom there.
Where are your parents?
What that does is it kind of, in certain situations you're going to be forced into making a decision within that space of time. So it's not like, there are zombies pounding down the doors and stuff like that, and you've got all the time in the world to make a decision on what you're going to do. You've got to make those calls straight away.
Right.
Smart.
See? Can you see me? I can see you through the window.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's Sandra. That blood.
Don't mess this up. Nice.
I like how it was all blurry. It's like when you're trying to come to in a boxing game.
Yeah.
Like if you're beating up a woman
Oh, God.
who's a zombie.
Oh, I died again. You know what?
Please don't go.
Do you want to say something about that, Joe?
About what? About you dying again and getting
Yeah.
killed by a babysitter?
It's been a fantasy of mine.
Take two.
Take two.
You'd think the second time you wouldn't slip.
Oh, God. Now this time I'll try and... There you go.
What she got in her hand?
What is that? Relentless.
Come on. There you go.
Yeah, she needs to... Well, I'll do another... Well, maybe another one for luck. I don't know. Maybe... one more, It's not gonna hurt. There you go.
Just to be sure.
So people were wondering if Telltale was going to go with the gore fact
There you
of
go.
this game, and I think we did.
Man,
I love that the way that both your game and the TV show proved how violent it was by having somebody beat somebody in the head with a blunt object.
Yeah.
Like one of the first things in the TV
Did
show
you
was
kill
like,
it?
watch what happens when we beat somebody with a rock, just to prove how violent we are. But in this case, it's like, oh, it's self-defense. That makes sense.
Exactly.
Right.
Sometimes they come back.
So you see, Clementine will remember that, and that's something that's
No,
going to pop up
but
throughout
they
the
get
game.
shot a
So
lot.
this game really does track the decisions
all by
that you make,
yourself
whether
for
it's
this?
part of a conversation
Yeah.
or part
I
of
want my
physical
parents to
action.
come home now.
It's all going to affect your particular story, and you'll get different story threads about doing and saying different things. And we'll see probably a clearer example of that a little bit later in the playthrough.
And it's not necessarily the sort of like Mass Effect paragon, like good or evil, or what we've seen in traditional RPGs.
should we
It's
do
there's
now?
no clear black and white answer in this sort of zombie apocalypse.
Sure.
And right here, Richard is forced to make a decision.
So we don't have the pressure bar here because this is something that you need to think about, and based on the choice that I make right here, this is going to affect the next few scenes that we see and exactly how things play out, the characters that you'll meet, all that kind of good stuff. So what do you think, Joe? Day or night?
I would probably look for help before it gets dark.
I'm really tempted to do the obvious of what you want just because you're you, but we'll get out of here before the sun goes down.
That's a good
We
idea.
need to get out of this neighborhood. It's not safe. We're less likely to be seen if we move at night.
My parents might come home.
We won't go far. We'll try to find shelter and come back here with others.
Risky.
That sounds good.
So is his plan to
can
wait
hide in
until
my
it gets
treehouse
dark and then
until then.
go out into the zombie-infested world and
We
try
have
to
to
escape?
climb with this
Yeah,
way.
it's a logical decision.
Low
Okay.
visibility.
Good idea.
See, they can't see you.
Let's go. Stay close to me.
So they're going to go hide up in the treehouse now for a while until the sun goes down. But again, based on the decision that I made here, this is going to change not only the fact that it's day or night time, but who you meet and what happens within the next few scenes.
Now let's stay quiet. We'll head out to the front yard and follow the road out of the neighborhood.
Okay.
It'll be okay. Stay near me, and we'll move as fast as
Will
we
it be
can.
okay?
Well, there's more episodes, so...
Yes, and we should remind people. This is the first episode of 5 that we'll be delivering all summer. And for those curious, this is going to be 400 Microsoft points, or $4.99 per episode on PlayStation 3, and $24.95 for the whole season on PC and Mac, or through Steam as well.
And also, right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a pre-sale offer, which I don't know if we're allowed to talk about, but we have one, and you could become a zombie in the game.
Ooh.
Yes. No, we can talk about that.
Go ahead.
Pre-order through our website on the Telltale store, and you're entered for a chance to actually join the cast as a walker.
I found the bastard!
Check out telltalegames.com on our blog for more info.
Are we going to die?
They're after me, not you.
Why?
Stay down!
So Lee thinks that this cop's after him just because he's, escaped from
Just because he killed a cop.
captivity. Yeah.
Oh, come quiet!
Well, actually, just because he got,
There's a
he was
little girl
on his
here.
way to prison, but now he's free.
Oh shit, you're not one of those things.
Neither of us are.
Wait, why'd you say you'd come quietly?
I thought I was being arrested.
Oh man, no shit. I'm sorry about that.
I really like that genuine response. He's like, oh, dude, there's so much stuff going on right now. I really wish I didn't scare you with that.
He's only in the business of arresting zombies.
See any of
So
those things? One of them just got our buddy Chet.
So Chet, he was the guy that you would have met if if I'd have been a nice guy and said, no, let's go out and during the day, you would have
I
met
just
Chet
saw a
out there
girl
with Sean.
Inside
But
that house.
because I'm a horrible person, I stayed, and so Chet's dead.
Oh shit, you hurt your leg pretty bad. Look, help us find the thing that got our buddy, and we'll take you and your daughter down to my dad's farm to safety. We should be
Farm?
able to fix your leg up too.
Farm, you say?
farm?
A neighbor.
Yeah, that's it.
Her parents are out of town.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Whoever
no
you
reason
are,
for that to have
let's
been
get a move
conspicuous.
on.
He said that in like the most conspicuous way.
Uh-oh, here's Chet.
Shit, it's Chet.
Let's go, get to my car! Go!
And I think you just gave the details, but the game's coming out in late April is the hope.
The game is shipping later this month,
Okay.
in April. Fans can look for it on Xbox Live Arcade, 400 Microsoft points for the first episode, and each episode thereafter delivered monthly. Also, $4.99 on PlayStation 3 and $24.95 for the entire season on PC and Mac, and also through Steam.
And just to be clear, it's digital only. There's no
digital
retail
only.
version of
You
this
won't
game.
be able to go to the store and find this. We're going to zap it to you over the internets.
All right, and be sure to check GamesRadar.com for reviews and more Walking Dead news.